There's a lot of different ways to move around quickly in Neovim. With flash.nvim, you can take this to a whole new level. This plugin allows you to pinpoint a specific location in your file and jump to that location instantly through the use of labels. Let me give you a quick example. According to how I've set this up, which I'll show you how to do in a little bit, if I press the S key, you'll see that the contents in the file get faded out a little bit, and now I can start typing something out according to where I want to jump in this file. Let's say, for example, that I want to jump over here to this function, then I can type fun, and what happens now is that for each of the matches, you'll have a different label. I can navigate to this first match by typing the letter D. This one would be with letter H, this one with Q, this one with T, and this one with P. I want to navigate to the first one, so I'll press D, and my cursor will go right here to the beginning of the match. This is really useful because you can navigate anywhere in your file very quickly with very few keystrokes. Let's say I want to go to this flash right here. I can do SFL and then press R to navigate to that match. Now there's quite a lot more you can do with this plugin, like enhanced motions with FNT, Treesitter integration, and doing remote actions. Let's dive deeper and I'll show you how to get it installed, how to set it up, and how everything works. Alright, so the first thing I need to do here is to navigate to the location of my Neovim config. I'm going to do cd /config/nvim. This is where my config is located. I'm going to open it up with nvim and press enter. Then I'll open the file explorer. My config is set up with lazy.nvim. I have a complete video on how to use lazy.nvim. So if you're interested in learning that first, I'll have a link for that in the description. Now I'll have to go down here to this Lua directory, then down here to Hosyan, plugins, and I'm going to add a new file here called flash.lua. I'll open this up. Now I need to return a Lua table, which will be the plugin spec for flash.nvim. The easiest way to get started is to go over to the flash.nvim repository, and down here in installation, go to the following code, and let's copy it, go back to the terminal, and then I'll paste it. I have to delete these surrounding curly braces here, which I accidentally included twice. Alright, it should look something like this. I'll save this file. Then with lazy.nvim, I can do colon and lazy. You'll see here that flash.nvim isn't installed, and I'll go ahead and install it by pressing capital I. Alright, now I'll just close Neovim, open it up again, and then go back to the flash.lua file. If I open lazy now, you'll see that in the list of loaded plugins, flash.nvim has been loaded and we can start using it. Now you'll see here that this first key map allows us to use the S key. We can use it in normal mode, visual mode, and operator pending mode. And what it'll do is execute this jump function from flash.nvim. This is one of the main ways of navigating very quickly with flash.nvim. You just press S, then you start typing the string that you're looking for. Let's say I type out MO. Those are all of the matching results, and each result has a label with a specific letter: S, F, G, K, H, J, and L. Something really cool about this plugin is that all of the generated labels are guaranteed not to exist as a continuation of the search pattern. I'm going to go to this second mode here and type F. If you want to just go to the first result, you can do S, let's do MO, and then you can press enter to go to the first result. Another really nice benefit is that when you jump with Flash, the jump gets added to the jump list, and you can go back and forth with Control O and Control I. So if I do S to start a jump, let's say I want to go to a require, I'm going to do REQ, and I'll go to the third one with W. If I want to go back to where I was, I can do Control O, and I can undo that with Control I. One other really cool thing about jumping around with Flash is that it works across windows. So if I do S and then do FUN for all of the different functions, you'll see that it also generates labels for the results on the second split I have here. If I want to navigate to that function over there, I can press A. Also, if you started a jump with S and you want to exit, you can just press escape. Now, these are the default key maps. You should check if you have any conflicts with these. If you have telescope, you can do colon telescope key maps. and press enter. And then you can look for a specific key map to see if you have it defined for something else. If you don't have telescope, you can do colon and map and press enter, and you can look through this, but using telescope is a lot easier. If you were using my config, I had to change my key maps for substitution. I was using S and capital S here. I changed them to leader R, leader RR, and leader capital R. Now this second key map here allows you to use capital S to open Flash in Treesitter mode. Let's try that out. I'm gonna go inside of these curly braces here and I'm gonna do capital S. Now what happens is that you can select any parent nodes in the syntax tree from where you were. To make this clearer, right now we're just selecting the node the cursor was in. To get the parent, you can do semicolon to expand the selection. This is labeled with B. If I do it again, we'll get the parent of that, and that's labeled with C. Let me do it again. You can keep expanding by using semicolon or going back down with comma. Let's say I want to select the whole plugin spec we are returning for flash.nvim. I can press F and that'll select everything including the curly braces. Then I can execute an operator on it, like deleting it with D. Let's undo that. You can also do it the other way around. You can type the operator first. Let's say I want to copy something instead. I can do Y. You'll see that down here it says O-pending for operator pending. Now I can do Shift S, and if I want to get all of the keys, that is labeled with E. So I can press E, and that'll go ahead and copy all of the keys. If I go down here and press P to paste, you'll see that that's exactly what we did. Now before we cover these two key maps, notice this last one. We can use Control S to turn Flash on. This is useful when executing a search. Let's say I do / to start a search, and let's say I want to look for require. I'll do REQ, and then let's say I want to jump to a specific one. I can turn on Flash with Control S. That'll give me the labels, and if I want to navigate to the second one labeled with F, I can press F and navigate to it. You can use Control S to toggle it on and off. So if I start a search, do REQ, now it's still on. I can do Control S to turn it off. I think it's nice to have Flash enabled for search by default. So you can go over here to the options table, then you can go ahead and add the following. This will just enable Flash by default when you start a search. Another really nice thing about Flash is that it enhances your motions with F, capital F, T, and capital T. You typically use these when you want to jump to a specific character in the same line. So if I do F and double quote, you'll see now that I jumped to the first double quote and Flash has kicked in as well, allowing us to move forward through the results by pressing F again and backwards with capital F. You can still use the regular semicolon to move forward and comma to move backwards. And the other really nice thing about this is that you can navigate through more than one line, which is not the case with just regular F and capital F. The same thing happens with T and capital T, which stops the cursor right before the character. Let's say I want to go to the closing curly braces. I can do T and closing curly brace, and then I can navigate through the results with T to go forwards and Shift T to go backwards, or semicolon to go forwards and comma to go backwards. Another really nice thing you can do here is over in the options table under modes, add the following, and this will add jump labels when moving around with F and T. Real quick, I'm gonna close Neovim, open it up again, and go back to where I was. Now if I do F and double quote, it still works the same by moving forward with F, backward with capital F, but I can jump to a specific double quote by using a label. So let's say I want to jump to the last double quote in this line. That is using the label P, and I can press P to jump right to it. This is really useful because most of the time you want to jump to a very specific character in the line, and with this functionality you can do it very quickly. Another really cool thing you can do with Flash is executing remote actions. So again, for this you need to type an operator first, like D, C, or Y for delete, change, or yank. Let's say I want to delete everything under these curly braces here, but I have my cursor elsewhere. Instead of having to navigate to that location to then execute the deletion, I can press D for delete, R to start a Flash remote operation. Then I can look for the opening curly braces with open curly brace, and then the matching label would be K. So I'm gonna go ahead and and press K. And if I want to delete everything inside, I can do I for inner and then curly brace. And then after that's done, the cursor will return to where it was. Now there's another way of doing something similar with Shift R, and it makes use of Treesitter. You can do either a selection or an operator. Let's use V for visual mode and then do Shift R. Now let's look for a specific string. I'm gonna look for func for function. And what happens now is that for all of the matches, I'll get labels for all of the surrounding Treesitter nodes. So for example, for this first function string here, the first parent node is for the function itself. It goes from this function start to this end string here. So let's do F and we'll select that. Let's do another example. V, Shift R to start the Treesitter search. Again, let's do func. Now this first function to this end is labeled with W, and the parent of that Treesitter node is the Lua table it's in. So it starts over here in this left curly brace. It ends over here in this closing curly brace, and it's labeled with R, and the parent of that is the keys table with this opening curly brace, this closing curly brace, and it's labeled with S. Let's say I want to select all of the keys. I can press S and I'll go ahead and do that. Now again, you can also use an operator with this. Let's say I want to delete all of this. Well, the way to do it is to press D for delete, Shift R to start the Treesitter search. We can look for the function strings with func, and now that Lua table is labeled with D. If I want to delete it, I just need to use the label and press D. Alright you guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it interesting and helpful. If you did, don't forget to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions or feedback for me. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to see more content like this from me. See you guys in the next one. Peace.